SimplySimpleStamping.com. Welcome to another video of my Flashcard 2.0 series. Today's card is a very bright and cheery card. I really love how this one turned out. It's going to be a great friendship card. Look at this. We even got some great stuff going on the inside. Let's get started with our Flashcard 2.0. All right, so to create our card, we're going to be using the Flashcard 2.0 system. My card base today is Whisper White. I have mine cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, so it will fit in one of our medium-sized envelopes. My two flashcard pieces today are Daffodil Delight and Whisper White. We're going to begin cutting a nice little border out of our Daffodil Delight. Now, I have a great little scallop here. This is from the Cutie Pie Framelit set. And even though it makes a great little frosting on the side of a cake, it's going to make a wonderful little scallop. Now, if you have been with Stampin' Up! For a while, you may have the scallop edge border punch. I say go with that. But if you don't, this is going to give us that same effect. Now, you can see I've got it not quite in the center. I've got it up just a little bit further than that. And I'm going to lay that on my magnetic platform, make sure I've kind of got it going across straight. We're going to run that through the Big Shot. All right, I've run that through. Obviously, you can see we're not able to get the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my my little framelit back on there. You can kind of, I'm not sure how to describe it. Basically, you're just going to have to kind of feel for when that kind of locks in there and you know you're right on top of the previous scallop, so we can line that up. That way we can finish cutting. We'll run that through the Big Shot. Okay, so there are my two pieces. I'm all set there. Now I'm going to come in with the Elegant Circles embossing folder. I just thought this gave it a really great look. So I'm going to lay both of these and I'm going to make sure they're nice and straight so that your pattern isn't going all over the place. We're going to run this through the Big Shot to give us some good impression. All right, so can you see we've got some really good impression on there. So I'm going to start. Now you can put either one. It doesn't matter which one you do on the inside, which one you do on the outside. I kind of like my bigger one. I don't know, kind of like that my scallops are going the other way. So we're now going to adhere this to our card, but let me show you what I want to do. I loved this embossing folder, but I really loved the look of the opposite side. It kind of looks paper pierced. So I'm actually going to put the dot side down, you know, the embossed side down. So I'm actually using the negative, but it really does give it a good look. You notice I am using fast fuse on this one, and let me tell you why. With those impressions on there, it can be a little hard to get it to stick because, you know, you don't have as much surface space. So I'm going to put that side down. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and take this one and I'm going to adhere it to the inside. We're now ready to do our stamping. Now I'm going to be using this wonderful stamp from Friendly Wishes. This is a brand new set. I love it. You're the friend everyone wishes they had. I'm going to stamp that in Bermuda Bay ink right there in the center. That's why we want to adhere that first so we get that right where we want it. Now to add our flowers, we're going to come in with our Whisper White Flashcard 2.0. I'm going to use the new Watermelon Wonder. And this stamp that I'm using now is from Pictogram Punches. You can see I've taken the two flowers. I've just laid them right next to each other. And guys, we're just going to stamp these along the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. I need 8 altogether. So there's 6 and 7 8. So the punch that matches that is actually from Itty Bitty Accents. So we're just going to come along with that punch. We're going to give all of these a quick punch, and then I'm going to show you how to give it some dimension. I've brought in my Stampin' Pierce mat, and I've actually got a paper piercer, but a stylus tool, the back of a pen, whatever works. We're just going to give each of these flowers a little press. Do you love how they just pop? Oh, they just give wonderful dimension. It's such an easy way to do that. We're now going to come in and adhere these onto our card. My favorite method, mini glue dots. I love these things. I buy them by the gross. Now, I've got two different types of flowers because it was two different stamps. So you do want to kind of mix them up as you adhere them. I just like to press it onto my glue dots. I'm going to take my paper piercer and just come underneath it, pick it up, That's going to allow me to set that right where I want it. Now, the other thing I always like to tell people, one thing I love to do with little flowers, if you hit an edge of the stamp, maybe messed up something, this is a great way to cover it up. We never, nothing is ever a real mistake when it comes to paper crafting. It's just a creative opportunity. So yes, you can see we're just going to put about 5 of those on the front of our card. Okay, now let's work on the inside of our card. I'm going to come back in with that Watermelon Wonder, and with the same stamp set, Friendly Wishes, I have this wonderful, great big Love You. That looks fabulous. Now let's add some flowers down at the bottom. I'm going to come back in now with the Bermuda Bay that we used a second ago, and I've got this great little tulip here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp it once. The outline of the stamp itself really fits itself quite nicely in there. I don't know if you can see that. Do you see the outline of the stamp? Kind of helps me so that I can make these different sizes. There we go. So now that I have those, and I can kind of get some different levels, and even though the tulips were cute, this is a flashcard, and I just want to be able to do it quickly. So I'm going to come in with my little flowers that I cut out. And check it out, isn't it sweet? Done. Now we could leave it like this, and it is awfully cute. But you guys know, I gotta have a little flash, I gotta have a little bling. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in with some Silver Dazzling Details. This is one of my favorite products from Stampin' Up! Because it doesn't add weight, it doesn't add depth. Oh, we better get that little guy going. This happens sometimes. It just got a little clogged there. My trick is I keep this paper clip right there on my desk, and I just get things flowing again. There you go. See? Great little tip. So you got a little bonus tip in the video today. All right, so we're just going to add some sparkle here to our flowers. We do need to let that dry. Remember, anything with the Dazzling Details, it does have to dry. I'm also putting it on the inside, so obviously at this point, I want to set that up to dry so I don't accidentally close it, but that's okay. I've got my sample right here to show you. That is all it takes to do a card in a flash. There you have it. It really is a fantastic card. I love that we were able to decorate the outside and the inside with just 2 little pieces of cardstock. Now remember, any of the supplies I used on my card today can be found at simplysimplestamping.com. There's an online order button for you. Just click it. It's going to take you right to my online store. Get any of the supplies you need. We'll have it delivered out to you right away. Now listen, if you love the idea of flashcards, but maybe you're not crazy about doing all that cutting, well, I've got you covered there too. Flashcards to go. If you go to Simply Simple Stamping, look in the menu there, you're going to see flashcards to go. Order your favorite color collection, or hey, go for the whole kitchen sink. Get them all. You're going to be set. Envelopes, everything is scored, prepped. It's all ready to go. You just get to do the fun part, the creating. So be sure to check that out as well. Guys, thanks so much for being here today. I love sharing flashcards and Flashcard 2.0 with you. I hope you're enjoying it too. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.